Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today I have for you Field of Glory 2 Medieval, Swords and Scimitars DLC. Now, I'm currently transitioning between my PCs, which means I do not have my fancy second monitor, and I don't have any editing, the pop-ups that tell you to subscribe and, become a patron and etc. So I hope you forgive me for that, because all I can give you is my mic and my heart and an amazing game. So we're gonna be playing a brand new campaign. I don't know if we're gonna do the full campaign, but we're definitely gonna start it off. Now, there are quite a few new campaign with a new DLC. Currently we have the First Crusade, Manuel Comnenus, and Saladin, and I believe one more, but I'm not sure which one it is. But one more. Actually, let me, because it's you, I'm actually gonna tell you exactly what it is. Alexius Comnenus, the First Crusade, Manuel Comnenus, and Saladin. Now, we are going to be playing with Saladin. Now, some of you might ask why. Well, if you watch my previous Let's Play of this game, you know that I love cavalry. More specifically, I played the Mongol invasion because I absolutely love the units that are simultaneously swordsmen and bowmen, because you can both use them for ranged and attack and melee attack, not at the same time, obviously, just one or the other per turn. But it is such a huge advantage in this game, and also they can do evasions in very smart and fun ways, and they're good at persuading people, and they're just generally fantastic, and I like them much better than the normal units that can either fight in melee or in range. So I'm going to be playing Saladin so that we can get those as well. So let me read it for you. An-Nasir Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub. Sorry, I have no idea how to read that. Known as Salah ad-Din, Righteous of the Faith, was a Kurdish Sunni Muslim who rose to become Sultan of Egypt and Syria and founder of the Ayyubid dynasty. After many years of warfare, he dealt an ultimately fatal blow to the Crusade states in the Holy Land when he decisively defeated Guy de Lusania, king of Jerusalem, at the Horns of Atin in 1187 and captured Jerusalem. Sorry, in Czech you say Jerusalem very differently, so I'm like, I kind of jump between these things. It's Jerusalem in Czech. He later prevented Jerusalem from being recaptured by Richard the Lionheart in the Third Crusade. Despite 26 years of successful war against the Crusader states, he achieved a great reputation in Christian Europe as a noble prince and chivalrous knight. Alright, An-Nasir Salah ad-Din Yusuf. We're just gonna call him Yusuf because I have no idea how to say that properly. And I hope that Yusuf is at least close to the destination. If anybody know how to pronounce that, let me know. Alright. Already read this. So we're gonna be playing on the night difficulty, and we're gonna be playing with the static because it doesn't really matter. Let's go. 1164. In the middle of the 12th century, the Fatimid Caliphate of Egypt was weakened by internal squabbles. The Fatimid Caliph al-Adid was a mere figurehead to real power being held by the vizier. In 1154, King Baldwin III of Jerusalem captured the Fatimid-held city of Ascalon, 20 kilometers north of Gaza. In 1160, the current vizier Shawar was deposed by his deputy Dirgam. Shawar fled to Nur ad-Din, the Zenchid emir of Damascus and ruler of Syria, seeking aid to reinstate him. In 1164, Nur ad-Din sent an army under his general Shirkuh to Egypt to reinstate Shawar in return for an alliance against the Crusaders. Shirkuh was accompanied by his nephew Yusuf, later known as Salah ad-Din. Shirkuh's army met Dirgam's at Bilbeos on the Eastern Eagle of the Southern Nile Delta. It's like reading on level 2 million. Alright, let's go. Come on, Yusuf. Show them what we got. We're gonna show them that we are the best. Alright. If you haven't watched me play this game before, you haven't watched anyone else play the game before, you haven't played it yourself, the way this game works is that there is, on the left, you're gonna see like your forces, and you're gonna see the amount of your forces that has broken or run away, because this is essentially a game where you fight with morale. You can imagine the morale as HP, but the idea is that it's morale. You're not actually killing everybody, they're just kind of running away and giving up. And if you can get them to at least 40%, but there's a 20% difference between your value and theirs, for example, they're at 44 and you are at 0, you win. it's more than 20% difference. Or if you can get them to 60, no matter the difference, you have won the game. Some games or scenarios have a different win condition, but most scenarios of this kind of win condition, you can also have the win conditions like kill their generals or last certain amount of turns and things like that. Now, let's get ourselves some good stuff. So when you're looking at your units, first thing you want to always look at is like capabilities. Can they, what kind of attack they're doing? Are they swordsmen? Are they bowmen? What is happening? Another thing that's really important is their troop quality, because like I said, this is a game of morale and you're going to be doing a lot of sort of cohesion test or morale test. I have a lot of guides on this if you want to know how to play the game. We're going to go over it a little bit, but not too much, because this is a DLC, so I assume you know how to play the game. A little bit, at least. There'll be a lot of these morale tests, and depending on how good your troop quality is, that's how difficult the tests are going to be. Essentially, well, it's not... It will give you bonuses for the difficulty test. So that's why, for example, troop quality superior is going to be much, much better than something like troop quality raw, which is the worst one. So there's going to be a huge difference here. So I would say the troop quality is a very important factor when picking your unit. Then, like I said, I love units on horses because they're better at evasion. We'll talk more about it later. But right now, let me just pick these Gilman Mamluks. I also like these armored Muslim lancers. Keep in mind here, they're only lancers and swordsmen. They're not good at, they cannot do ranged attacks, but they're pretty good at, like, you know, attacking from the side and etc. Then we've got Turkmen cavalry, who are also good with bow and swordsmen, but they're only of average quality. And then we've got a Bedouin cavalry, which is also lancers and swordsmen. Now we don't, actually, I'm going to order this by quality. Yeah, we only have these two units that are superior. So I'm going to get all of these superior units. On the, here you can see the cost, and here you can see how many points I have left. Now we've got everyone of superior quality. Now everyone is average at this point. Now, another important thing is obviously armor. This determines how much damage they take and etc. Now, I think I would like some more of these bow swordsmen. I really like them. So let's take maybe 6 of them. The Bedouin cavalry, they're nice, but they're not that nice. I'm trying to decide because if I want to show you some of these like heavy units, they're not very good is the problem. Like they're not the greatest. I don't know. I get, you know what? It's just, I just kind of want to stick to cavalry. Let's just stick to cavalry. Oh, we're gonna go with more of these. Oh, these are also average. So let's, yeah, but let's take some of these like regular. Oh, actually, light horse is also pretty fun. Now let's take the Bedouin cavalry. Let's take all 4 of them. We'll have 24 points left, so we're gonna grab 1 unit of raw Muslim spearmen. They have a raw troop quality, which means they're absolutely terrible. They're just the worst. But if they survive, there's a chance they might get better as an experience as they move through. But they're... The question is, will they survive? Because they're like generally terrible. Now, I do like to set these auto-deploy things. The thing is, the game likes to sort of, and I think this is probably a good decision, like in general, not necessarily like give all the same types of units together, but because they're all cavalry, I kind of like to have the same types of units together, just so I know, like, what am I supposed to be using with them. Now, the light horse, they can move a little bit more closer, which is quite nice. All right. Okay, so I prepped it. We've got, here is a set of bow swordsmen, lancers, bow swordsmen, another set of bow swordsmen, and another set of lancers. Here we have final set of bow swordsmen, and then here we have the light horse. The benefit of the light horse is they can go a little bit closer to the enemy front line, which can be quite nice. And here we have our super lonely raw Muslim spearman unit that is most likely going to die, but I'll zoom in on them so you can kind of see what they look like. This is what they look like. They're going to super die. Now, where is my general? You can tell where the general is by these increased banners, increase size of the banner. So here's where my general is. Now I can rename him. This is going to be Andre, one of my newest patrons. This is Andre the General. Do you also have a general? No. Yes, you do. Oh, that's not great. And I can't move you. Huh? Oh well. You can generally move generals between units. Actually, maybe I can. Can I? No, it's only transferring this one. Okay, I'll leave him here. That's fine. And you are on also a super unit, so that's fine. So that was Andre the General, and here we've got some other general. How about this is going to be Robert the General. Gonna call him Robert the... Loud, because he plays the trumpet. Robert the Loud. Okay. And here we've got another general. Just a sub general though. So this is going to be, let's back sub. So back sub general. This is the big guy. So here we've got Andre is the really, really big general. It's like the biggest one apparently. This is just the general that's going to die. We're gonna call him Rudy. Sorry, Rudy. Okay, so the thing about generals is they give you some bonuses to the movement of units around them, but more like the turning ability and etc. But if they die, it will trigger sort of like the morale test for everybody. So here you can see that our total units. Essentially, we have everybody. We're playing as the Syrian against the Fatimid Egyptians. We're gonna show up later. And this is the percentage of how many units you have lost, and that's what needs to go to the 40 or 60% like I've explained previously. Alright. They mostly have, well, ground units, I guess is how you call it. Well, I mean, they do have some cavalry here. We have only cavalry, so... And that's how we're probably gonna say it's a bad just framework. But the problem is that these units, they're just, because they have that low quality, it's just not great. Alright, so we've got ourselves here. How far can they move though? The thing is they have archers, so they will be able to shoot at us. Because archers have a range of like 4 or 6. I'm gonna move these bowmen closer. The archers that we have only have a range of 2 because they're on horses. I'm gonna try to actually turn them this way. I know it might seems like but turning and the sort of directions you're facing is very important in this game. Now, what we could do is we could just wait. We could let them come one more turn and then attack. It might actually be a good call for us. Now, these light horse units, they also only have archers here, so these archers will have a movement of these cavalry will have movement of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I could actually get these guys forward. Let's get them this close so that I didn't accidentally miscalculate it. You can also move forward. Oh, I didn't mean to move you guys forward as well, but it is what it is, I guess. I guess we'll leave the rest of you like this, but then again, these are the lancers, so we'll just move everybody one step ahead so that we're not like too close. And you now, I'm leaving a space here, and that's because any unit has a capability of evasion. Essentially, if they get attacked, they can try to run away. But if you're on horses, obviously a chance of running away is going to be much better. So it's important to give them space so that they have somewhere to run to. They get attacked. Now the archers will shoot them. You can see that they have that better range. But now we can get close enough to actually shoot back. If we just move forward, then it would have been many more of their units would be able to shoot at us. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Now they didn't move any of their cavalry, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping to bait them into coming, but they're like, no. Alright, but we have these archers here, and I have my own lancer unit, and you're going to be able to see that the attack here is actually quite great, because Obviously, they're archers, so they're not made for this. Now, we will also, however, I will first shoot at them. And if you do this kind of range attack, you have a chance of doing enough damage. And if you do enough damage, they will do, yeah, they will go through their morale test, which is what's happening right now. And they get disrupted. That's the first level. Then you have fragmented and broken. Broken is kind of when you get these points here that you need to win. Now, there are a lot of rules on like how much damage you can do and how much can you hurt them or not. The point is, if I keep shooting at them with range attacks, I will not get them below this. I can do more damage to them, and if I can get them to less than 50% of their HP, they will again break, and we're gonna get the points here. But the normal range attack will not get them to do another sort of collision. Now I'm trying to get these lancers closer so that I can get some nice attacks. Okay. Now let's grab these set of lancers, turn them around. Now here we've got our spearmen. We'll move them forward because the spearmen against the archers should be pretty good. Yeah, and we'll move this as well so that we can shoot at these guys too. Now here, these are also lancers. I don't really want to attack these spearmen. It's not a great shot for us, so we'll just move a bit closer. Like this. Or all our lancers just a little bit closer. Now these guys aren't coming, so we're gonna have to go towards them, I think. Alright, bow swordsman. If I move to here, will I be able to get a shot at them? I'm not really sure, no. Because this unit is in the way. Still, we definitely want to move closer. I didn't leave much space here, but I don't think these guys will be able to get close enough to charge. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Let's follow up with these lancers. Okay. And these bowmen will also go that way, that's fine. Alright. Are we moving? I think we're moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. First of all, let's move you closer. I'm not gonna move too close though, because I want them to come to me. Just so I can get as many shots as possible, because if I just move the light horse, then obviously they'll shoot at me, but I will not be able to shoot back. So, just gonna move like this. I'll turn this guy that way. Okay, we'll see how much they move. Alright, they're hitting some archers at us. Shooting some arrows at us, is what I meant to say. They can't get close enough, which is important. We can now attack them, but considering the fact that they're spearmen, it's not going to be the best shot at it for us. So we might want to use our bowmen to first sort of soften them up before we actually go in. And get them disrupted, kind of like this unit. Yeah, we can see. Oh, they have a sub-general. If I could kill that sub-general, that would be really good for us. But then again, the one thing to keep in mind is, especially if you're playing these cavalry units, is that once they get locked in melee, it's very easy to kill them. Because what they're meant for is sort of like these sort of attacks and then potentially running away. So you gotta be really careful and really think it through, like, do I want to get myself locked in combat? Also in this game, you can't really unlock from melee until you sort of break the enemy unit. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Alright, let's start doing some damage. Again, we got a sub-general here, which means that we probably don't have the best shots at, like, getting them to, like, auto break or anything like that. But we could still do some nice damage. Yeah, they're disrupted. So now we could just go and attack if we wanted to. Or I could just go here. I could move this way and try to kind of go around. You can move to there and shoot potentially. The thing is, shooting at them again is a little bit pointless because I won't be able to get them to lower than disrupted. Do I have any lancers here? I do, but they don't have a range to attack. They can attack these guys, but not the cavalry. Okay. Trying to decide, like, where do I want to use my attacks, like my shots, to because I have these bowmen, right? And one thing, do we want to sort of soften up these units to be able to get them so that our lancers can hit them up, or do we want to focus on this? And I think we might want to focus over here first. So let's actually shoot some of the other units that we can. Oh, I don't know if we'll have a shot here. We don't. Okay. Okay, we'll move these guys around next. So let's start over here. I can straight up attack, and they're evading, but we might, yeah. So the thing about evading is if they evade, and the unit is pursuing, and our unit, how far you can pursue it depends on the movement. Obviously, we have better movement before we're on horses. If, as they run away, we meet a different units and we have good odds to attack, then we'll go at them instead. So we met this unit and we chose, okay, the computer was like, well, we actually have pretty good odds of attacking, so let's go. So we attacked, and now we're locked in melee here. So the fact that we're locked in melee is not completely ideal, so I'd like to help out in this direction if I can. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them. You cannot do ranged attacks against units that are locked in melee, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay. So we gotta focus here first. So we've got these heavy foot with average quality, or undrilled heavy foot. Actually, I have a much better. Now here, the impact is saying what are your chances of winning up on like the first impact attack, and then once you get locked in melee, that's the second attack. Cavalry sometimes have a chance to sort of like withdraw from a melee attack. They can essentially fall back, but it doesn't always happen, so you want to be a little careful. Now let's move these. Actually, I'm gonna move these bowmen first here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to attack. If I move super forward, I can attack now, but then I don't think this unit will be able to attack. Yeah, they can, unfortunately. But now that we have done some extra attacks, we might be able to do more damage. These are lancers. If I move these lancers forward, face them this way, I should be able to get these bowmen to shoot at this unit. And then these bowmen, they can attack, so I just moved a little bit forward. These are not great odds, if you're being honest. Seems like we have much better odds elsewhere, so let's just go and charge this one. Okay, we get locked in melee, so... Oh, and I can't attack this unit here because this unit is kind of standing in the way. So let's actually try to see... Yeah, we got locked in impact, so we should be able to attack with this other one. Unfortunately, we didn't do enough damage for it to be like a good idea for us. We still only have the 13% chance of winning that attack. We did some damage. We didn't take much. Actually, I might... I'll try. It's not the best odds, but we'll try. Okay, and again, we have fallen back. The fact that we're right behind each other is not completely ideal, but I think it's handleable. Alright, we've got stuff over here. So here we've got Lightfoot archers. Where are all my lancers? Here. I'm just gonna straight up go with the lancers. Ooh, I was hoping I would do a lot more damage than this. Okay, in that case, I should have gone with the bowman first, but I didn't expect this to go so bad. Because remember, once we are locked in melee, we can't shoot anymore. I could still... I don't know if I want to use my bowman to, like, attack. I think I'm going to just focus on some of these units. These ones have a general, but... Okay, who can I attack? But then again, this... Oh, it's not a flank attack. That might be a flank attack. I think I might just need to like get out with this unit just so I can move in with other people. So let's actually attack this. It's gonna resolve a lot of the melee attacks that will do a lot of damage. You don't have such a good odds against this general, but pretty good odds against everybody else. However, regardless of what happens there, I still need to shoot at these instead of lower the damage that they do to me. Now, we can choose. We're gonna go at this one, not at the general, because the general is just not that close. So I'm just gonna hit them a little bit so they do a little less damage to me. We are very badly turned with this unit, so we need to move around. So these are very good lancers, so we need to move them forward. Just gonna turn them a little bit. Now these 3 units are locked in melee, which is not completely ideal because they can't run away. Actually thinking about maybe attacking. I'll attack this one. Now again, we're locked in melee here, so they can attack us, which is not great. But we will be able to sort of join up next turn with some of these other units. So I'm thinking that it's probably fine. This one was a bit of a risk. I don't want to move closer because that would just get me to not be able to do any evasion if they attack. These archers should be also easily killable once we can get them. Yeah, you can see that they're all sort of charging up on this unit, which is not great. But again, we might be able to get some flank attacks this way and some interesting attack. Also, we held firm, which is super important. Also, this other unit here is actually pretty great because I can attack them. That went amazing for us. That evasion went very well. That was so good. We're totally going to use that. It's just great. They're just like so ready. That's amazing. Yeah, you can see all these charging attacks and things. Now, each unit can only evade once. So if you charge a unit multiple times, ooh, flank attack. That went very badly for us, this thing over here. And they're superior quality, and you can see, oh, we're also superior quality. Okay, interesting. We got fragmented there this quickly. But yeah, flank attacks are a really big deal. If you can do flank attack, that's huge. So, you definitely want to try. Like, for example, oh, we're turned around in the wrong direction. Now, melee gets out-resolved at the end of each turn. But you can also out-resolve it faster. If it's beneficial for you, sometimes you want to out-resolve it first, so that you can get, for example, bonus from a unit breaking and etc. If you break a unit, it will run away, but all of your units will follow in pursuit, which is sometimes not ideal because they just keep attacking no matter, because they just kind of get away. Now, I'm actually going to do this here. I'm going to resolve this melee attack. This should get them to break. Okay, they're fragmented, then they'll break with this unit. And once they break, they'll start running. This will cause a cohesion test for units around, and like you can see, my units are persuading, and it's the same way it works with the normal sort of evasion. We will follow them around, and if we find the different units that are beneficial for us to attack, we will attack that instead. So that's why we attack that unit, for example, over here, and then fall them back. Yeah. Oh, I can attack them because there's this unit is closer. Completely ideal. Now, I can't do a flank attack here. No, unfortunately not. Ooh, but I could join up here, which is good because we now have 2 units in melee, which is always a good thing. Locked up against them. Trying to decide, can I turn to get like a flank attack on anybody? Like you, could you get a flank attack? You cannot. Not against them either. Unfortunate. Still, I'm still gonna attack this general because hitting a general is just so good that it's just worth it. No matter what. How much HP does it? 303 out of 363. If we could get him to below, like... below... 50%, we could do a lot of good damage there. This unit here, unfortunately, has like no... Yeah, it's holding firm, so we can keep attacking it, but we won't get any good like bonuses from it. I could hit them. Cannot hit these guys because I can't turn that far, so let's just hit them. Okay, okay. If you charge a fragmented unit, you will get it to break. So that's huge. So we got a general to break. The other units held firm so far. We haven't killed the general yet. If you kill the general, that's going to be even better. But that went very well for us. Okay. This unit that's fragmented is not ideal. I would love to help out here. The thing is, these odds of a successful hit here are just so terrible. Can't really do it. This unit will break, which is kind of a problem for us. Yeah, you can see the chances of winning this are just too bad. I'm gonna have to shoot at somebody else. I can't afford to do that. I would just be getting rid of another unit in order to save one, and that's not really an odds I want to take. Let's do some damage here. If we could get these guys to... Well, these are lancers. I want to make sure we don't really give them like opportunities to like give blank attacks on us, so I still can shoot at them. Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright, what do we have here? This is a regular strong unit that we're locked in melee with. Now this unit is at full HP, it's a heavy foot. Our odds to attack are obviously not great, and you can't turn to attack them yet. I'm just gonna do like a ranged attack, because if they attack me, I can still like easily run away. I can just like, because I have evasion, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, these odds are great. These odds not so much. Also, I don't necessarily want to attack. Well, I mean, I would, because it would help out the Muslim here, because they're locked in three-way melee, which is not great. None of these can move, seriously? Ooh, flank charge, yes. Oh, I didn't realize that they were breaking. Okay, but at least we'll get impact attack here. Then we can fall back. You... What are you doing? You're just archers. You're lancers. I'm gonna move in here. I can't attack yet, but maybe next turn. You shoot at them because they're here. We'll move these other lancers around. I'm actually gonna move these lancers maybe that way so that they can start hitting those archers there. And you just try to move around and get a little bit closer. I think that just makes the most sense right now. I don't really lock myself in melee here. But again, it would make it easier for them, I guess. It just... Yeah, we're gonna face them, but we're not gonna attack, I think. Yeah, because I just feel like it wouldn't be helpful for us. Oh, they broke a unit of ours, that's not ideal. Yeah, but it was the one that was fragmented, and again, if you just... Yeah, this unit's gone. Like I said, if you get locked in too much melee, you just end up in trouble, but... I still don't think it's gonna be too much. Okay, this unit is fragmented of theirs, that's good. Ooh, I was worried they would get a rare attack here, which would be really bad. Thankfully they did not. Alright, we just gotta charge this fragmented unit, or just attack it with melee to get rid of it. We'll see which one we need to do. Okay. Nice, we got them to be disrupted, and we fall back from the attack, which is even better. I wish I could turn enough to attack this unit from behind. I don't think I have enough of a turn there, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, they're holding firm. Maybe... Oh, I could get a flank attack there. I'm gonna show you immediately. Look at this. This should be a flank attack. Yes. Beautiful. What? We are fragmented on a freaking flank attack? What? How dare you? Now let's just shoot at these guys then. That makes me angry. Oh, what? Okay. These unfortunately do not count as flank attacks. None of these. Ooh. This is interesting. Let's give this a shot then. Okay. Who do we want to shoot at is the question. Mediocre. Okay. Okay. If I turn you around, I will still not get a shot at them because I'm not close enough. Let's attack this disrupted unit. They're fragmented. I can attack them again, get them to break. Beautiful. They're running. Ooh, another attack, nice. Didn't get an attack over here. I was kind of hoping we would, but I could attack from this side, but this is interesting, by the way, that impact attack is bad, but the melee afterwards actually be quite useful for us. So sometimes you want to do that, even though you know that it's not like the best from the beginning, because you will get that bonus. Now we got a flank attack on these ones. This is a similar thing, like the impact is bad, but the melee afterwards will be useful, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, we lost the general? Okay, that was a bad choice then. I don't wanna attack them anymore. Okay, here, we'll do it. How about now? Still a very low chance on the impact attack. Interesting. Okay. Get another unit of theirs to break. That's good. Oh, everybody held firm. That's irritating. Oh, rear attack on a disrupted unit that immediately broke? What? Look at how many attacks we get and a flank attack here. Then again, this unit is in the middle of nowhere, so it's super gonna get murdered. And I have a general there, so that's not great. That went amazing, but simultaneously not great for us. So game just goes sometimes. Okay. You're running. Let's see what we've got. I'm gonna use just like a ranged attack on this. I don't really want to. 51% chance to lose an attack. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Alright. What do we have a Lancer unit. We can attack one of these. They're both bad odds. We're gonna have to start with some range attacks first, I think. Just to make sure that we could make it a bit easier for them. We could get them to be disrupted. That would be huge. Any of you are bowmen? Yes. Attack, please. Still nothing. No cohesion test just yet. Odds on that are still terrible. I'm gonna attack this way. Well, I was really hoping they would. Yeah, okay, at least we've fallen back. I was gonna say, I was hoping they would run away. The fact that we have fallen back is sort of good enough. Could attack this unit? Really? Not really what I had in mind. They do need to at least move so that these guys can just, like, I don't know, move forward. And this doesn't feel good because we're just gonna again get locked in melee in a situation that's not good for us. So I'm not gonna, probably just not gonna do it if we're being honest. Keep shooting these guys. Now you do have a limited ammunition, so once you run out of ammunition, obviously you will again still like attack from a distance, but it's just you will do a lot less damage. Now we might be able to get these guys to auto break next time. This can sometimes be a good decision if a unit is really strong and you don't have good odds against them in like melee. Sometimes the best call is to just I think we might be able to go here and shoot at them. Sometimes the best call is to just like try to get them to auto break, like do enough damage so that you don't have to worry about actually like attacking them and doing the impact thing. That's a really long way to explain the same thing. I got lost halfway through. Because I was thinking about what I want to do next simultaneously while explaining, and I just kind of got me a little bit lost, but hope you forgive me. Okay, so far so good. Ooh, flank attack, ouch. This is like 2 of us against 1 of theirs and 2 of theirs against 1 of ours. This is just a really fun mess. My games always end up like that. But then it's because of how the cavalry, the evasion, and the persuasion works, you can't really have a good way of sort of keeping your units in place because you don't know where they're going to pursue or evade into. Yeah, this is what we've been talking about previously. If they just charge this unit's going to break. Which is not great because it has that general. Andrea, please hold on. Yeah, they're going to break. They're holding firm though, for now, but all they have to do is charge from these spearmen and this unit will break. Which is a huge problem for us, obviously. But yeah, it was sort of the result of. How are we still having? Yeah, let's just use these lancers to attack. I really want this unit to break so that I can, so that all of. Oh no, I didn't realize it was impact. I thought it was melee. Sorry. Simply so that I can just move my units forwards and possibly help over there. We can attack there, unfortunately. Okay, let's do a flying attack here. If I could get this unit to sort of get out. No. Go too low. You can't attack there. You've got somebody right next to you. I guess I'll start with the general again. 12 to 44, that's really good. He's holding firm, which means that continuous shooting is not going to help unless we do a lot of damage that there's... Okay, so what happened here, we did enough damage to give him a negative bonus on the attack. And that's why... Now, 8 to 30 isn't going to give him to half. Oh, we could also attack that way. To help... Okay, we don't need to help in this melee. We're actually pretty good with this melee. I'm gonna keep shooting a ranged attack here. If I move to this way, will I be able to shoot at these guys? Yes, I can. I don't have much ammunition, but I guess we can at least help. Now, how we're doing here? I'm unable to break this unit, which is a problem because I can't get to there now. But I can at least shoot at these guys. So that's nice as well. Getting down to 526. It's not enough to get them to break fully. But if I attack this unit, it's not done. It's the mediocre unit we're trying to hit, but it's not going to be enough to finish it. What do we have here? We have a lot of units here. Fortunately, I can't turn enough to actually attack them, which is a bit sad. So it would have been absolutely amazing, like flank attacks and rear attacks. But it is what it is. Let's do an impact here. Yeah. Since we have so many units, I think we might be able to do a lot of damage here. These lancers aren't doing anything. See, again, you can see how much of a difference the quality makes. This is this is actually average unit of theirs. You are at 676. We can do 50. We need to get you to 350 to auto break, so we can't do that. These guys are also like nowhere near to where we need them to be. If you try to turn and attack these guys, it's going to be a huge risk. But we might be able to hit these archers. Well, actually, next time we can flank attack them, so probably don't need to worry about that too much. So, since these are archers as well, I'm actually going to turn and try to do that a rare attack next turn, because these are archers and they're just generally not doing that much stuff. We're gonna start attacking this unit here. Okay. 652 is not ideal, but If we're standing this way, we're by the way protecting this unit from getting attacked by somebody else because we're facing them first, so they can't do that. So I might just leave it that way to ensure that that is going to happen. That we continue to get saved. Okay, what about you? Ooh, this is definitely bad because they're trying to. They could do a flank attack on us, so we need to turn towards them. Unless I want to move away, but then let's just turn towards them. Yeah, we're not doing anything here. I already played these other two, so if I lock them in combat, I can't do a ranged attack next time. I'm just going to wait, I think. Yeah, these are the only 2 units left. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, this is the unit that's gonna get lost, but I couldn't get there fast enough to help. Oh, I didn't realize that this unit is routing. That's actually good because they can attack us. Still, this unit's gonna break. Yeah. But it's, apparently the general hasn't fallen yet, which is nice. Ooh, nice. A lot of damage here. Ooh, they charged out of here, which is not great because now we can't do the attacks we wanted. A little unfortunate. Alright, let's keep going. Now, it turns out we're way over time, so we're actually going to continue this in the next episode. So as soon as the enemy turn finishes, that's what we're going to do. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, write down the comments, and you can click on the right to watch the next episode. Ooh, I like how they have her. When we rallied means that we get to a back to a higher level of morale. Alright, so I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye!